Hello everyone, welcome to another video with me. Today we're going to be talking about briefly the importance of having a retirement account. And when I talk about a retirement account, I'm talking about IRAs, which is short for individual retirement accounts. Why would anyone want to have one? The reason people have them is to supplement or complement their 401ks if they have one, or if they aren't employed or have an employment plan and want to set aside some money that they can access when they retire. The differences with retirement accounts is that you can have Roth IRAs and you can have traditional IRAs, and they all have their disadvantages and advantages. What I usually like to tell people is that if you're younger and you anticipate that you're going to be in a higher tax bracket when you retire, then I encourage you to have a Roth IRA. The other advantage of having a Roth IRA is that it is tax deductible. However, you will be paying taxes on your contributions, but when it comes time to you making the withdrawals, you won't have to pay taxes on the withdrawals because you will have made them at the time that you were making the contributions earlier. If you want to do the traditional, which a lot of the elderly community like to do, you may be subject to paying taxes at time of when you're making the withdrawals. But then again, I also like to tell people, speak to your tax advisor, because they will be able to advise you on when or if to elect to pay federal or state tax, depending on the state that you're in. Also, just to point out is that I know that sometimes you may get confused about whether to have one over the other or whether to have both, but I think keeping in mind the reason as to why you're having them is important. So say, for example, you're thinking of retiring at age 65 or whatever age you're thinking to retire at. IRAs are good and handy in the fact that they act as supplemental income on top of whatever other income you would be getting in your retirement, be it your social, or if you had an annuity, that kind of plan, or a pension. So this adds as a supplement. And not everyone likes to have IRAs, but I do encourage people to think about contributing to their IRAs, because you just don't know how expensive inflation is going to be down the road, and you do not know what the economy is going to be 10, 20, 30 years from now, depending on when you are planning to retire. So it's always good to set aside a little money that you can to put aside for your retirement. But also in that thought, I would say don't over compensate with the retirement account, because you also have to take care of your current needs, your living expenses now. Yes, it's good to plan for the future, but just make sure you're also thinking about the present as well. Okay, that's it from me. See you again on the next one.